This morning, this is 10 points. I've got it's almost half an avocado, but it's got a lot of fiber in it. Avocados are super high in fiber. And then I've got 4 of the Lundberg rice crackers, brown red rice, I think it's red rice and quinoa. And then this is 4 points. 3 points for all of them. I'll put it on the screen how much they are. And then 2 eggs for 4 points. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning and we are about to get our day started. The kids have been fed, we've done our chores, so we're going to be doing some math and start our homeschool day pretty soon. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. So I wanted to talk to you, take a moment real quick and chat with you a little bit about motivation, because lately I feel like maybe I've lost a little bit of my motivation. I've been farting around with the last 2 pounds for the last month and a half or so, and I'm trying to lose the last 10, but I've just been going up and down those last 2 pounds, and I've stayed the same as last week. I weighed yesterday and I stayed the same as last week. So, and I know what I'm doing, I played around a little bit. Honestly, after I did the diet bet, and I did lose some during the diet bet, it seemed like I was so intense and I was so focused that it was almost exhausting. So when I quit that, I started just kind of relaxing a bit, and then we had tons of birthdays, and events and things like that. But what I started noticing was the events and the birthdays didn't seem to quit. It just seemed like there's always something. And now what I want to do is, I realize what I need to do is pull back, and I need to not just say, oh, I want to lose those last 10 pounds, because that kind of a goal is too vague. It's not, somebody once said, a goal without a plan is just a dream. And I don't want my goal to just be a dream. I don't want to be struggling with these last 10 pounds for the next 6 months. I want to reach my goal, and I want to do it in the best way possible. So it's time for me to refocus a bit. I have a binder out, so I'm going to be jotting down some notes throughout the day and trying to make a plan. And that means, fitness is awesome. I love fitness for health and for body composition and toning, but for weight loss, it really isn't my problem. I get plenty of exercise, but abs are made in the kitchen, a lot of people believe, and I think so too. I think that makes all the difference. So I'm going to be really focusing on that, and I like to play around on the weekends. Once in a while I get that Dairy Queen, and then on top of that we have, these events where I'll have cake or something like that. And so I need to really focus in on what I'm doing with that. So I'm going to be doing that. Hi there.
I need to use the restroom.
Okay, well then go to it. Good morning. So anyway, let's get this day going, and I'll let you know about my motivation progress. I'm in the process of making my lunch right now, and I got inspired by this. What is this called? Some kind of a burrito here that I got out of this book. Realize I haven't looked at this book in a long time, and so I've got a bunch of good stuff in here: coleslaw, celery, cilantro. Those are, believe it or not, they're a little dark, and I soaked them in water. They're sun-dried tomatoes. And then I've got this quinoa, which I bought at Walmart, Sprouted Grains. It's 5 points for a quarter cup. I believe that it was dry, maybe not. I've got a half cup in here. That may be too much. I think I might just cut it down just to be sure it's only a quarter cup. And then I made this cashew cheese sauce, which I'm only going to use a little bit of it because cashews, come on the points. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. So I'm going to use a little of the sauce in here, and I'm going to use this sprouted grain tortilla here. I may have some of my chicken vegetable soup. That's probably going to only be like 1 point. What I decided to do was to just cut up the tortillas and eat it, this way with a spoon, because it's really hard to get those tortillas to do this and not end up with a big mess. And there's my soup I decided to have with it. That's my lunch.